Hi, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here, and today I got the E-flite F4U, and I'm going to try to do it justice today. I've been really rough on this plane. I think everything's ready to go. Let's get this thing in the air and see how I can do. All right, I got one click on the flaps. This airplane does not have throttle cut set up. I noticed as I sat it down and the motor spun up on me just a little bit. And we got something flying through the area. We got a little bit of runway. I'm going to try to ease into it here. A little bit of up elevator to get started. A lot of elevator there at the end as a tail tried to climb on me pretty hard. Gear going up and flaps off as it was climbing. I need to mix some down elevator into that, but it's coming in nice and smooth. Looked pretty good even into the breeze we got going on. I am flying on a 4S 2200 today. Oh, all right. So this is similar to the Bearcat that I have, where it does not want much, if any, down elevator on the roll. Or that's kind of my natural progression, is to use a lot of down elevator as it gets upside down, just to try and hold it level. And this one does not need it, at least not in these rates. But it looks good in the air. I know a lot of people really like this the Corsair. There you can see I did no down elevator there, and it kept pretty straight. About half throttle on that pass. It is handling very, very good. Probably my trick here is going to be getting it back on the ground safely. I'm hoping to ease it in for the runway and be able to set this thing down with no problem, but as you can see, it's flying great. In fact, we'll see. I might cheat and put on safe for the landing, see if that'll help me bring it in. A lot of times I don't like safe for the landing. I feel like it makes the controls feel weird to me and makes the landing a little bit harder, actually. So we might not do that. Let's get a loop in. Boy, that rates, I need to work on some lower rates. I barely touch the sticks. And I noticed just before I took off that I don't have low rates set up on this yet. I might not even have any kind of what's that called, where it softens the sticks in the middle. I might not have that set up either. Might be why it feels so touchy. But boy, it's flying really good. I flew for a lot of years without any kind of differential, or what, it's escaping me right now. I can't think of what we call that, but most of you know what it's called. And I flew with the old Craft radio first, and then I moved on to Attack radios from Futaba and Conquest radios from Futaba for many, many years before Dad ever got his first Spectrum radio. And we had the the D6X6i or something like that, DX6i or whatever it was. And that was huge change for us. And we both liked that transmitter a lot. And I ordered my very first purchase of a transmitter myself was a pre-order on the original DX6. And that radio, I think the big deal with that was all the memories that it came with. I think it can memorize up to, 100 airplanes or something. And so it was a huge deal for me. It's looking so great. It's got me nervous to bring it in for the landing. because I've had some struggles with this airplane. It feels really balanced with the 2200 in there, so maybe my previous flights that I've had trouble with was with the 3200 in there, and so maybe the 2200's the difference for me, because it feels good. It really does, and that's why I'm more nervous, is because I'm feeling very comfortable for the landing, and I've known I've had trouble, so that's anyways. Pick up the throttle there. So I feel like it's talking to me, doing the woo woo woo, like the battery's low. So let's get the gear down. Oh, keep the throttle going, Gary. And I probably want to get one click on the flaps here for the landing, even though it felt really balloon-ish. We'll bring it back around, staying at least half throttle here as I try to line it up. I feel like that's a good angle right there. Cutting the throttle back to about quarter, just letting it ease in. It came in a little bit hard on those front gear, but boy, I'm happy with the landing anyways. No need to retry that landing. We'll taxi it on back. It's taxiing really well, even though I've got those landing gears bent just a touch. Put those flaps back up before I put it in the car. That's the E-flite F4U, and I put the Marines stickers on there based off of your guys' comments. So to keep myself from bumping the throttle, I took the transmitter off since I didn't have throttle cut set up, and when I go to pick it up, I'll make sure I disconnect the battery. But man, this thing, I'm so happy with today's flight. I will have to work on getting the rates, getting low rates and a little down trim mixed for the flaps, but other than that, it felt really, really good, and so I'm super happy with today's flight. Big thank you to the Lord for blessing me with a beautiful day to get out here and get a couple flights, and appreciate all your guys' support and comments. You guys are amazing. Until next time, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here.